Amici di Spettacolo che Spettacolo, oggi siamo a Londra, esattamente all'Air Majestic Theatre, per festeggiare il 31esimo anniversario del Fantasma dell'Opera. Andiamo ad intervistare alcuni dei protagonisti.
This is a fantastic show, Phantom of the Opera, and it's got the support of people from all over the world. I think it's amassed more money than the Star Wars. I think it has. It's amazing. It's a wonderful show. It's a real honour to be in it.
If you read the book, he's just a bad guy. Whereas when you see him sing and you hear his music and you have the orchestra and the set, it's very easy to forget that he's a murderer and that he's a crazy man, and you find yourself falling for him even though he does so many bad things. And that drama, I think, is the main thing that people like about the story.
It's a story of love ultimately, and great sadness with a bit of psychotic murderer thrown in, just to spice it up a bit. It starts off in an opera house in Paris. They're rehearsing. All of a sudden some scenery falls down, almost getting the main soprano, Carlotta. Yeah. And it's the first time we get an idea there's something else in the theatre, the Phantom, and Carlotta walks off. No one's supporting her or protecting her, so she goes. So a chorus girl called Christine gets an opportunity to sing. She's amazing. She meets Raoul, this man from her past. She realises she loves him. They fall in love. The Phantom gets angry, and his anger brings the chandelier down.
For many people, Raoul can be quite a straightforward character. They see him as sort of a typical hero or romantic figure. But actually what I find interesting about him is that at the start of the story, he's a very privileged man. He's used to having everything he ever wanted. And then for the first time, he really falls in love with a girl, and somebody else wants her. And it changes him, he has to learn how to be a man, not a boy, and he has to learn how to follow his heart, not just the world he's used to, which is all about money and popularity and fame. He's now all of a sudden just a normal guy, the same as anybody else, fighting for the girl he loves. So I think this journey he goes on is interesting.
What about the prima donna, about Carlotta?
She's lovely. She's misunderstood. No, she's a singer. You make of her background what you will. I think that she was a lady of the night for a while who was ambitious and could sing, and she worked her way up, slept her way up perhaps, and she's a bold character. There's nothing subtle about Carlotta.
In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery.
This show is one of the first shows that I ever saw in the West End, and I think maybe I was 14 or 15 years old, and I watched it and I thought, wow, that's pretty special, and I'd love to do that one day. So 15 years later, 16 years later, here I am. Yeah. It's a dream come true. I'm very lucky, and maybe only with shows like Les Miserables and Miss Saigon and Wicked. There's only 4 or 5 shows in the world that are this big and that have this many years of following and success and fans. So it's a real privilege to be here, definitely. I'm very lucky.
It's an honour. It's a real honour to be in this show. It's exciting to be in this show. I'm following in the footsteps of many great actresses and singers. You walk up and down the stairs here and you know Michael Crawford has walked the same stairs, and all sorts of people, you know. There's such a sense of history here.
Ciao, spettacolo che spettacolo.
Ciao, spettacolo che spettacolo. Welcome to the West End, to London.
Come to London when you have time. Come and see Phantom of the Opera, and I promise you, you will have a very, very good night in the theatre.